Arlo Moves In is the second episode of Kirstie, and I actually have an answer to a question that I raised when I did my review of the very first episode. This is the second time I'm watching the series as a whole, and I always wondered why the show was called Kirstie and not, Maddie, since Kirstie Alley's character is called Madison Banks. And I actually asked Kirstie Alley, and she said that she didn't really know. It's just what the production company insisted. So the answer to that is, who knows why, but there is no real answer other than obviously using Kirstie Alley's name to promote the show. All of that aside, as I said, I am watching this for the second time, and Arlo Moves In is just as delightful and funny as it was the first time. There are several main things going on here. The first, of course, is that Arlo is moving into Madison's home, and she's still coming to terms with the fact that the son she gave up for adoption many, many years ago is now back in her life and living with her, and she wants to be a good mother, but she doesn't really know what that entails, and her current lifestyle, as we see more and more in this episode, doesn't really lend itself to that kind of motherhood. But I think it's admirable that she definitely wants to try and do the right thing, and straight away things just go wrong, including accidentally recording over a voice message left inside a card for Arlo by his adoptive mother. And she calls him Apple Dumpling in the recording, and the various mispronunciations of that throughout this are absolutely brilliant. The second one, I think it happens twice, and the second one it really entertained me. It really did. We also have some brilliant comedy from Brittany, played by Kristin Chenoweth, and I thought she gave as good as she got. The first time I watched this, I really didn't like the character. I found her to be quite irritating, but actually watching it back, I'm really appreciating the comedy that she injects to this. I think she's pretty fantastic. Rhea Perlman, who plays Thelma, of course, has some fantastic rebuttals to things that Maddie says and some brilliant one-liners, and it's just a very, very funny episode. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know, because this is my second time watching and I've yet to work out which episode or episodes are my favourites, but definitely this made me laugh out loud on more than one occasion. Arlo Moves In is definitely showing that the show is going in the right direction. I don't know why it only ever aired for one season, because I loved watching it the first time. The second time, it's still just as funny, so it sustains that level of humour even once you are maybe aware of some of the comedy. Really thoroughly adored it. This episode is directed by Andy Cadiff, written by Marco Pennette and Mark Driscoll. Really, truly adore it, and really looking forward to watching or rewatching the rest of the season.